Football. Hard hits, big plays, danger at every turn. It's why we love the game. 4 quarters of gridiron smash-mouth football to determine who will survive as victors. Players line up head-to-head to prove who can run the fastest, throw the farthest, and most importantly, hit the hardest. For senior football player Justin Alvarez, however, it was the collision off the field that would ultimately change his life.
And then they showed pictures of the car and what happened, and they looked at it and looked at me, and they said I was really lucky.
Alvarez works at a local restaurant. Being short-handed, his supervisor asked him to make a rare delivery. Traveling down a country road in Salina that was under construction, Alvarez took his eyes off the road for 2 seconds to turn off his navigation. He was met head-on with a collision that would change the direction of his life.
The first thing I said was, "Justin, Mommy's here." And I know he wasn't crying, but when I first held his hand, his left side, his tear, I just see it. He's like, "Mom, I'm sorry."
Justin was on his way back from a restaurant delivery, no more than 30 minutes away from clocking out. He was right here off of Preston Road in Carter Ranch when he glanced at his phone for no longer than 2 seconds. He looked up to see taillights and swerved into the other lane to avoid a collision. Little did he know there was a truck waiting for him in the other lane.
I was going about 45 miles per hour. Thought it was safer to turn left into the neighborhood and just try to avoid the wreck. Little did I know, there's an F-250 coming my way.
His eye, I didn't know if he had an eye. There was blood up his head and his body. And I didn't know what to do as a mom.
According to Texting and Safety Driving Facts, 11 teenagers die every day due to distracted driving, and over a third of drivers between the ages 18 and 64 admit to reading or sending text messages while behind the wheel. For Alvarez, he received a message that he would never forget.
Using your phone, you wouldn't think it'd be that bad or that serious. Just like 1 second, just text back. But, you know, it's not worth it.
While the impacts he encounters on the field are an important part of his life, nothing would compare to the collisions he takes on every day. It was the crashes on the road that make the crashes on the field all that more meaningful.
You know, change the song, get off my maps, look back up, just right there. It was literally maybe 2 seconds. And that created a lifetime of just scars.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Ben Fine.